Hi, welcome to the unboxing video for Raccoon Tycoon, the deluxe edition, including the Fat Cat expansion. So this package comes in one of two versions. The first version is just the expansion, but it comes in the large box so that you can pack your base game into the box along with the expansion, and this will become the new package for your game. So we'll unbox just the expansion version first, and then we'll go for the all-in. Okay, so it comes in a very large, oversized box, as you can see, and lots of goodies in there. So of course it starts with the manual for the expansion with lots of good examples. Let's see, there's all the different components and what they do, and the new tiles. I guess I shouldn't spoil all the surprise, but lots of good kind of examples and everything for the new rules. Okay, so new rules. One of the fun components, and the one that I'm most excited about, is the player board. So each player will get their own player board, and you'll be able to store your 10 commodities here. If you start building tiles, you'll be able to obviously store more and more. And then if you buy a warehouse tile, you can store even more. These are the two new meeple commodities that basically, if you get animal tokens or you get Tycoon tokens, and animal tokens cost 2 wheat and Tycoons cost 3 luxury, you can then place them here, and as you fill this up, you get this many victory points. Whichever one is left open, or actually whichever the last one that's filled, is the points that you get at the end of the game. These spaces are for your building tiles, so you'll basically be able to keep all your commodities and building tiles right in front of you on the player board. And there are 6 of them included in the game, so there's enough for all 6, up to 6 players. Okay. The next thing in there is the next layer. The factory did an amazing job with the insert, multiple inserts, actually, layered inserts. So on the top layer, you'll have all of your commodities. This is, again, just the expansion. So you'll get a component spot for all your commodities. And then these are the 4 new tokens, the new meeples. So you'll have your animal meeples, your Tycoon meeples, your housing meeples, and your railroad meeples. So those are the 4 new tokens in the game. And then of course you have your 2 beautiful full color starting player markers. You can choose to either utilize the Raccoon or the Fat Cat in any of your plays. So we can take those out. They're really big, really substantial. Just beautiful with the beautiful anti-steg art. And we included an extra one just because, again, this campaign has taken a lot longer than we thought to fulfill. So instead of 1, we're including 2 as kind of a thank you for your patience. Okay, so the next, once you get there, you pull out that layer of insert, and you'll have the next set of components, which are the new building tiles. So there's 2 new sheets of building tiles, and they include a lot of different ways to increase your scoring methods and new special power-ups and production bonuses. So that's in there. Then you'll also have, now that the game is a little more complex, you'll have a score sheet with lots of sheets for keeping track of the score in the game. So it's just real easy. You'll basically every player and what did they score for each of these different possibilities, and then the total. So that's really nice and easy. All right, then you'll dig down a little deeper, and in this spot you'll have all the cards for the game. And the first thing we included is the Emma's art cards, and these were the cards that my daughter Emma made for us to prototype and play test the game. So she was 12 years old at the time. She's now 19, so oh my gosh, that's 7 years ago. But we included these because we thought it would be really fun to have a set of cards that you could play with children. So basically the kids will be able to use these cards, and if they have sticky fingers or anything on them, they won't ruin your kind of nice deck. We also have lots of new cards in the game. So we have the new Animal Railroad, which is the Jackrabbit Railroad. So you have 2 male and 2 female Jackrabbit cards. And then you also have your wild cards. So this is a new card in the game. These Badger Baron Railroad cards are essentially, they're very expensive. So this is the minimum bid when you're having an auction. But they're wild. They can basically be utilized for any railroad in the game. And there's going to be 2 of them in the mix. So if you happen to get both of these, you can basically maximize your potential scoring on any railroad. And then lastly, we have the 4 new town cards that basically will allow you to play with 6 players and have enough cards to do it without running short. Okay, and then one of the last components in the expansion is the player privacy shield, and they're all themed, with each of them has its own unique animal, railroad, Tycoon, and you'll have a special power. And this is optional. You don't have to play with the special powers, but every single railroad has a special power that you start the game with, and they give every player a little bit of a unique advantage. On the other side is all of the different actions that you can take in the game. There's 5 different things you could do on your turn, with the addition of what the new things are in this version if you're using the expansion rules. And then it also has the special power in the back too. And these shields can be used to hide your money. That's really the thing that's private in the game. And it also gives you kind of a little refresher on the rules. So just nice and handy there. And then on the back side is also the Tycoon picture. And there's a bunch of those. So every single one of the Railroad Raccoon Tycoons has their own shield, so whichever one is your favorite, you can use that one for your game. And every one of the male and female options has the same special power. So every one of those, here's the rabbits, the skunks, the foxes, and the dogs. Okay, so that's all of the components in the expansion. And they all fit nicely in here, and there's lots of room for additional components for the base game. And we'll dive into that real quick here in a minute. Okay.